this is joshin24's, and I'm back after a little bit of a prolonged delay with some personal issues. Yeah. So, yeah, just been in a funk lately. Still in a funk, really. I mean, I don't know. It's not that I don't want to do these things. I always get like anxiety and shit when it comes to doing the Red Sox and anyways, but in the playoffs, anxiety is like doubled, if not more. Yeah. So here we are. We're definitely trying to do this. I feel kind of bad because 3 days is really like 2, but we're saying 3 because it's just been kind of crazy. 3 days is a little bit long to do that. But yeah, this is gonna be it's gonna be a weird game at the moment. You know. Yeah, because I'm like I just suck at veteran hitting, so I mean that's kind of why I chased my first pitch like that. But yeah, so the way my luck is, I will be shit at I'll be shooting bricks this whole game. Yeah, oh, come on, just happened to be right at somebody. At least that was good timing. And now we gotta take a pitch. That was, that was a good contact, but like again, right at somebody. So, yeah, I'm trying to chill the fuck out. Like the last video I had, I was too much of a panic attack. That was like, oh my god, if I don't do this, I don't do it, and I quit, and I kind of am coming back to the same game for like the second time. Yeah, that one should have been laid off. Oh well. Oh well. Right. I had a good game with the Royals earlier today, but I don't broadcast some teams as much as I should. But this is something I do want to get off. I do want to start doing this and see if I can, not do that, but not strike out, But yeah, it's just like one of those things where you're like, anxiety kills, in a way. Not kill, maybe not literally because I'm no doctor, but it is like, it is kind of like a weird way of putting it. Okay. One was Tuesday, was that the 18th, or that was Monday? Right? It has to be like a Monday or something like that. Some shakeups are happening where I with the people I know, so it's like it's like having a scab ripped off you. I don't know. I just it's like I feel way too much, I'm like too soft. And I gotta toughen up, but I don't know. Adulting is hard. Let's leave it at that. Though I did hear that this is me trying to get way off this topic, but I did hear that Manny Machado signed with the Padres. That was kind of unexpected. I'm not saying it's a bad deal. He's 26, so. And the way I view it is that he's got 10 years of good offensive production, maybe. Because hitting is a weird thing, to be honest with you. Like, some hitters can keep it going when they're 36 and some can't. But defensively, he's not going to last for 10 plus years, or 10 years at shortstop. Maybe third base, and maybe he'll move to first, but I like the signing, and that's the only negatives I could see out of it, Because 10 years is a long time to give someone a contract for. Especially like from Machado. Like, the one thing with the Padres, though, I gotta say, they are stacked. They're a stack. They have, I mean, people have said they have one of the best farm systems of baseball. You know, so that's like why they would give out the 10-year contract. I would, you know, assume, right? Like, you know, because they're like, oh well, we can keep him. You know, build up our team. Get some, you know, we'll have some help coming up for him in a few, maybe 1 or 2 years. So that's why I understand why Machado and the Padres work. Is like, you know, like they're like, we can be good in a few years. You know, our park, I think it's not as bad as it used to be, because Petco Park is like notoriously a pitcher's park, and I think they did something to like change that a little bit. I heard. I mean, this is like unconfirmed, you know, like I don't even think it was real, but because like it's like, you know how it is. You can't change where the ballpark is located, but you can change things like moving the fences and all that other stuff with the baseballs. But you know, that's just me. I don't know. I think the Padres are. I hope they're not trying to do what they did back in 2015 or whatever, where they just said, you know what, we're gonna grab everybody and just trade for all these stars that don't do shit. You know, that kind of. I hope they're not doing that, because I like to see bad teams get good. We're going for a double play ball, so I'm gonna keep that. That's a home run. Get out of here. Yeah. Finally. Get some damn winning done here. That was lucky, right? I don't know. Yeah, so the Padres are doing good signing Manny Machado. Thank God the Yankees didn't get him. And I mean, I kind of was thinking about this I was thinking about this last year too, is that just because you sign a bunch of good guys doesn't mean you got a good team. But on the flip side, it increases your odds. Let's leave it at that. The Yankees got Stanton last year, and they got all these prospects. Now they got they got that guy. I would have been like, whoa. One of the things I heard is that they would have to move like some of their players around, do younger players, you know, Miguel Angelar, and I'm like, okay, so, like, not to say like that you trade away that guy, but you know, it's like, would you rather have an all-star like Manny Machado, proven guy, you know, versus the unproven but, let's face it, 90% probably offensively great Angelar? At least that's what I heard, you know. He's out.
Yeah, he got him.
Fucking idiot. Yeah, because of course, right? That's a smart move, though, to get that second out. And that's going to fly out to left. Yeah, I don't even have Bogarts at this point. I don't have Ozuna, which kind of pisses me off. Because it's like those guys are good. At least in this roster build that I have here. This is like one of those things that, you know, with the show, it's like, is it me or do they just injure people at the worst, like, not the worst time, but like, the most odd injuries? Like, I mean, when I have the Vita version of the show from like 2015, that I understand a little bit more, because you can't, the Vita doesn't maybe have the power to show all the injuries, but like, I always kind of laugh. Guy gets up after fielding, making a play in the field, he's injured. It's like, you know, at least Madden has it right. You know, at least you show that, you know, the guy's hurt, or they used to have it right until the NFL got really stupid. Yeah, so right here we got a 3-run lead. I almost want to just save the game right here, because I'm just so paranoid of the thought of losing a game. Yeah, that's my weakness here. Is I'm paranoid. Sue me. Yeah, I might do a little. This might be a little heads up. I do want to do some parties with my friends on the PlayStation, so I'm gonna do that maybe in an hour, because I don't like I gotta check my blood sugar in 40 minutes, about 45 minutes. You know, so yeah, that might be something I do. Gotta get into crap. Just haven't been doing a whole lot great lately. It's like, you know. Yeah, I don't know. It's like, you know, sometimes people don't understand, like, you know, certain things. But yeah. And I lost my job at Dollar Tree. I can't believe that happened. They wanted me to intake, and then they totally just I blew it, but they also didn't help either. So, but you know, that's not like I would like. It's kind of like me with the videos. Like, it's my fault in the end, out of everything. You know, that I didn't make the videos like I usually do. It's my fault, and you know, I blew the job at Dollar Tree. It's like, you know, it's better to say that than to put blame in ways you don't know. Like, you know, sometimes, I mean, obviously, like, certain situations you have to be like, you know, you have to be like, yeah, that's their decision. And I mean, like, of a case, like, where I live, I go to a thing called Inner Community. And every caseworker, I've had like so many misfires with caseworkers. It's not even funny. Yeah, they just like there was a couple good ones, and they always leave. So, you know, that goes back to the whole example I'm trying to say here is that, you know, you can't blame yourself for them leaving. Like, that's not a good idea. But it is like, shit, you know, does everybody leave me? You know, and I'm going back to being soft, but still, you know, yeah. You gotta go from, I don't know, I can't believe I'm doing this right now. Well, it's kind of like one of those things where, like, you get attached to people, and that kind of can lead you down, I guess, some negative things. But, like, and this is a weird way to say it, if you get attached to somebody, as long as it's healthy, you know, it's alright. It's not a problem. This shit happens, you know, where people leave, do their own thing. You know what I mean? It's like one of those things where you're just like, I want them to stay forever, but they can't. They gotta move on to bigger and better opportunities. You know, I almost wanted to do a tribute video to this person that's leaving their job at Inner Community, because it's just they meant so much to me. They worked with me for like 5 years, like 5, 6 years at this point. So, you know, it's like ripping off a scab. You know, like. You know, so that's what I meant. You know, I'm not like trying to really be dramatic here, but you know, when you work with people for that long, you become attached, or you become distant. I mean, especially like in my situation, when my family's not always there for me, it didn't always give me a guiding, you know, insight onto things, a good guiding insight, like. You know, it becomes like a weird situation, you know what I mean? I always kind of think of the best way to put it is, like, sometimes the people you are born to are not your greatest role models, are parental figures. And what I mean is that, like, what I'm saying is that, like, sometimes you get people that are just, you know, just, like, I'm not trying to throw a lot of shade at people here, but it is kind of like, you know, the person that's leaving, I viewed him as, like, a father figure, man. Like, he helped me out through a lot. He was kind of, you know, he helped me out. He met my family. And, for me, like, I get attached, and that kind of what happens. Like, you know, my view on this, though, when people leave, is try to leave them on a good note, because this is the weird thing is, and this is mostly an irony thing, not necessarily like you know, a real thing. You know, I mean, real things like would be like, Joe, you caused me to leave. Like that'd be odd, and it would be like, oh shit, you know, like there's no black, it's black and white, no gray area. But this is more of a gray area because he obviously probably got a better paying job or whatever. Don't know, don't care. But it's like, it becomes like a weird thing where you just like, Jesus, did I do that to him? It's also like, I mean, I can't believe he, I don't know. I felt like, I mean, the whole thing just kind of, it was weird. Because I felt like crying, because it's like, I mean, but like I was saying, this actually happened with another caseworker at Inner Community like a year ago, so that's where the irony comes in, where it's like, does everybody just leave me? Am I like toxic? Like enough exposure to me is bad? Well, the best way to put it is, I don't think anybody should think that way, but I'm not gonna lie to you, I have thought that way recently about myself, where it's like, you know, am I just like the person that never gets to be like happy, or because I rely on other people for it? But you know, it's like you can't like beat yourself up, because it's like, you know, probably got a better paying job, or probably, you know, wanted something different. Like that's also a valid thing too. Is like, you know, people only don't want to be stuck in the same position forever. You know, I always kind of get the, like, I think it's natural for human beings to be like, yeah, it's my fault in some ways, you know, like we always try to put ourselves at the center of attention, but you know, sometimes it's just like, well, shit luck, or in this case, this is shit luck. I mean, that was not a bad pitch to hit, but he's gonna go 3. He's gonna get 3. And we're gonna have a 2-run game or something, or 1-run game. I don't know. Should I just pitch this guy? Because unfortunately, there is nobody on deck that I would want to pitch to, so we're gonna have to pitch to him. We need a strikeout here, because you want to face Martinez with 2 outs. And by the way, we should probably get somebody up throwing. Alright, I did want to get somebody up and throwing, because this is going to be a high pressure situation here in a minute. Okay, so I set him up with 2 low fastballs. And that's just going to get out of play foul. Yeah, I have had a weird week where it's like, you think that your life is set, you have nothing to change, and then boom, you change. You know, it's like, great, just fantastic, that's all I needed. You know, let's attack. Is he gonna attack, or is he gonna stay? He's probably gonna stay. Don't throw it home, you idiot. Okay, do throw it home. I don't give a shit. Like, that worked out somehow. Like, I mean, that was like a fucking cluster bro. Shit. I don't know. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got some suicide prevention video I gotta do. That is actually something I do want to do because there's a contest for the anti-suicide video, so that's something else I want to do on this channel. Let's get some more skits going because like, you know, some of them aren't hard to do, but some of them are just like, I mean, I need to get some people in here. Like, that's gonna fall, isn't it? It should. It does. Okay, we could blow this game wide open. Single here or double or whatever out of the infield. With nobody out. Oh, yeah. Alright, let's see if we can do it. That's a sack fly. That's good enough. Yeah, like, I don't know why I hate that so much. Sometimes with this game, it's like, usually, like, when you hit that, it'll just send one runner, but, you know, not that time. I don't know why. 1-0. And I know it says advance all in the corner, but, and when the base running comes up, but that was weird. I mean, at least he's at third, you know, if we're gonna make an out, go to third. Especially if it's not, like this. Yeah, we got 2 runs. That's good. 5-0. Still top of the bed. Oh, great. Maybe they didn't cook the sausages well enough. Fucking Christ. Oh, well, that's good. Matt Adams getting in the game. Always liked him because he's just a hitter. He's a masher. So, yeah, it's always good to get guys like that into the game. Now, what I got tomorrow is I got the food bank, and I got nothing else pretty much. Oh, shit. Got like a half hour left. So, yeah, I don't know. I want a half hour left in terms of when I take my blood sugar. And rest it. Nice. You know what? This game is turning into a laugher. But at the same time, I don't want to, like, I don't know if this is the right time to end the video, but you know what? Screw it. I'm going to end the video. I'm not feeling up to it right now. I'm kind of feeling sick. Alright, see y'all later.